Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Nunnally. I am your number one notary educator with the number one notary mentorship program. That's right, I'm claiming it. NotaryEducators.com. If you have not heard, yes, we are teaching notaries nationwide how to notarize like a pro, okay? And also how to have a profitable business. And that starts with notarizing. If you don't know how to notarize, you have no business doing business. And over here in these neck of the woods, we learn to notarize like a pro. So let's let YouTube do what it has to do. I'm going to welcome those who will listen to the podcast later and those who will watch the replay. Okay, and today we are talking about, y'all ain't going to want to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it. Today we are talking about why you cannot learn the notary business in Facebook groups. You cannot. I just saw a text or a message post, whatever, in a Facebook group, and the poor person, it was a simple question. It was. And I'll be honest with you, when I saw it, it was like, can I notarize this? And I hope it's not you, because I don't know who the person was, okay? And we would never say their name anyway. Hey, welcome. But we are going to talk about it, because it just got me to thinking how important training is. And I know a lot of people have been burned with training. I know this, I know that you spent a lot of money on training and you still don't know what to do. I hear people say, I took this training, it had 50 modules. I took this, it had 100 modules. I still don't know what to do. So once you go through all that, then Notary Educators is here. We keep it simple, uncomplicated, and you will know what to do. Our members are winning, and I'm just so excited. We had a session last night, and actually a family member of mine joined the session, and they were like, when they finished, they was like, well, you mean people turning down work? Yes, there is work out here, people. There really is. You just need to be with the right people. Somebody even asked me in one of my comments, they said, well, I'm signed up with such and such, and I see your people are winning. Why aren't I getting any work? Why don't I have any work? You got to be in the right rooms, guys. You have to be with people who know how to make it happen for you. Just because you sign up with somebody and you don't really know the behind the scenes, that's why a lot of times they say you got to pay to play. It's not what you know, but who you know. Hanging out with the right people. Notary Educators are those people. I'll be frank. Our Notary Business Success Program is doing some things. It doesn't matter if you enter at the $27 price point or if you enter at the $47 price point. You get to come to the live sessions, which is invaluable. Okay? There is no price I could put on those live sessions. Those live sessions are thebomb.com. They really are. So let's say hey to some people. Hello, welcome. I see we got some people in the group. What's up? People in the room, how's it going? Don't be shy. So anyway, let's get right into it. And I'm going to ask you a question. While I start with my reasons why you should not try to learn being a notary in a Facebook group. Do you think it's possible to learn how to properly execute wills and documents, power of attorneys, loan signings, all of that from a Facebook group, from one post? Do you really think you're going to get the information you need? Hey, Lisa. Great job last night. Lisa was our special guest. If you missed it, you can go back and catch the replay, but we talked about loan signings, how our profile should be maximized. So thank you again, Lisa. Big shout out. Great job. Yeah, I actually decided to just throw this on again today. Anyway, because it was easy. I didn't feel like doing a whole lot today. So, hey guys, welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. So let's talk about why you should not try to learn this notary business in the Facebook group, because that's what y'all trying to do. And it's funny because the people will say, and I think I'll get to it here on my list, but people will say, well, I'm new, don't judge. I'm new, be nice. If you're that new and you're putting these kind of questions in Facebook, you should not be notarizing. You heard it here first. I'm not going to dog you out about it. I'm going to try to help you. All right. So the first reason why you should not be trying to learn how to notarize in the Facebook group is too much wrong information. You don't know who's posting this information. Sometimes people, I've seen them put things, I'm like, they know that's not the right answer. They know that that is not the right answer. So you got to be careful because you don't know who's giving you the advice. Is it outdated? Is it incomplete? Okay. Again, some people will tell you just enough and they don't give you the whole thing because it's impossible to teach somebody in a Facebook group how to fill out a whole notarial block. Unless you're just sitting around with that kind of time. I don't even try it anymore. When I first started social media, YouTube and all that, people would say, hey, Kimmi, I got this job. Can you talk me through it? I would try a little bit, but I would always then kind of say to myself, you can't really be helping this person effectively. If they know it, they know it. If they don't, they don't. Right? So I stopped doing that years ago. You cannot call me and just say, hey, can you teach me how to do a whole loan modification in 5 minutes? No, I cannot. Okay. Neither can they in Facebook. No one in Facebook is going to take that kind of time. That's why they kind of dog you out first, get a laugh out of it. Ha ha ha. She don't know what she doing. Y'all read the comments. Ha ha ha. They shouldn't be notarizing. You know, and I'm not going to do that, but I am going to tell you straight up, like I just said, if you don't know how to notarize, you have no business doing business. And that's just facts. I'm not going to back down on that. That is what it is. Okay. The number 2 reason why you should not be in a Facebook group trying to learn how to properly notarize or trying to learn this business. Okay. You can get a few tips from anybody, but if you want an effective, profitable business, you cannot learn it in Facebook because they don't know what they're doing. You got to go with the pros. You got to go who the expert, who is the expert in this field. Okay. And I know even for myself, I go to Google a lot and I'll look up whatever I think I got before I go to the doctor. And they always say, Mrs. Nunnally, can you please not use Google? Stay away from Google. Because I walk in the office telling them, well, I got such and such and such and such and such. And they're like, can you please? And it's so funny because a lot of times Google is right. But, the doctor got to make their money. So they got to tell you what they got to tell you. So anyway, the next thing we have is there's no structure or true curriculum. When you're trying to learn in Facebook, you just going off a random post, random comments. You have no structure, right? Hey, CC, how are you? You have no structure, no roadmap to properly learn how to do the business. Now, that's one thing you do get in either of our mentorship programs, okay? For the $27 price point, I give you your 5 core courses that you need to start this business, okay? Plus weekly membership for $27. You're not going to find that anywhere. And it's not fluff. It's our real courses. I didn't take and water down and just take out a little section and then you still don't know. That's not how I do. I haven't been here this long and I just give fluff. It's the real deal. Anybody will tell you. You can read the reviews, check it out for yourself. And if you really want to know this business, let us help you get into mentorship, okay? So again, you need some proper structure, okay? You need structure. And even in my mentorship program, I could tell if you worked the program or if you just skipped through. I can tell. Did you follow the courses in order? If you're asking me day 2, I see you signed up. Oh, how do I charge? You've not watched the pricing course. How do I get clients? You've not watched the marketing course. So I don't care who you sign up with. You still got to follow some structure. And it's upon you to do that. I cannot just cut your head open and drop in the knowledge. Okay. All right. We're having some frank talk today. And the reason this is coming about too is last night I realized, and it's been the last few days, actually, the last few days when I went live, I think it was on Monday night too. We got to get some ownership and stuff, guys. Y'all going to keep hearing me say that. That's my new thing. I want you to own your business. Own a business. Okay? It should not be your whole everything is relying on somebody that can come in here and tell you tomorrow, you know what? We don't like the color of your hair, your skin, your whatever. You're out. Bye. What? We have to own something. And I'm realizing this the older I get and the more I'm learning about what happened with some new government rules recently. I just didn't know. That's why they say you got to know. Knowledge is power. So I realized I didn't know so many women work for the government. I had no clue. I had no clue why those jobs were designed, why they were taken away. I had no clue. So one thing I'm learning though, and this is something I've really valued the last probably 20 years, ownership. Own your car, own your cell phone, own your business, own your life. I don't have to worry at night if somebody gonna come and take my car because I didn't make the payment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Own something, even if it's an older car. I drove a 97 Honda Accord for 10 years. I paid $3,500 for it. $3,500. Only reason I got rid of it because I just wanted something else. I was just at that point. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to drive this no more. And real talk is Jeffrey ain't got a new car. Jeffrey ain't got a new car. And my mother was like, you ain't going to be driving his car while he got a new car. And it was still an older car. And she was right. That he didn't have that car 24 hours before I was like, I want a new car. So I ain't saying you got to be petty, tit for tat, et cetera, et cetera. But we're just talking frank. So that's what happened. So I was content driving my little 97. He had a 2001 until he got a new car. And then, like I said, once he got that new car, I was like, yeah. I was on the phone looking. I said, I think I found one I like. And I did end up buying the car I liked. My husband went and checked it out. Me and my mom and everybody. And I still got it to this day. I love it. So yeah, I see my car, my white Honda CRV. Crystal says, this is my sign to get back to my loan signing journey. Yes. And a lot of you, Crystal, are sitting on your commissions. You already have something that can make you money. You just don't know how to do it. That's why I'm here, to help you to do it. And like I did on Monday night, for some of you, I don't know if you saw that live or not, but I went down and broke down, what could you do with $600 extra per month? That's why I like calling it a side hustle, because you're treated as such. And you hear a lot of people saying that, and I totally agree with anybody you hear say that. Don't call your business a side hustle. I don't like when people call my business a side hustle. I had this lady tell me that. She said, this is a nice little hustle you got going on. I said, oh, no, ma'am, this is a full-blown business. It's a business. Yeah. So, yes, a lot of you have your commissions. You have your journals. You have your stamps. You have your printer, your toner, your paper. And just stuck. What's my next steps? Let us help you. Let us help you have your own business. Again, it's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. I had one forever. I love my job. It's nothing wrong with that. So I'm not saying leave your 9-to-5. What I am saying, though, is have something that you own on the side. Have something that's yours. If your job did come in there and tell you tomorrow, guess what? We don't need you. Or guess what? You don't meet the qualifications anymore. Guess what you could tell them? Oh, thank you. You might have just got a blessing because you already have your notary commission that you've been sitting on, not doing anything with. Now's the time to learn to do something with it. Now is the time. Don't just have it looking at it. Oh, I got my commission. Those days are over. Those days are over. That's another reason why I created my mentorship program, and I created it so affordable because I wanted you not only to learn the information, which you will get in the courses, but I also wanted you to be able to have access to me, access to the community where we meet weekly to help you grow your business. And we see the results in there. Last night was on fire, okay? I'm still beaming about last night. And again, I had a family member that joined, and one of our notary family members, they were like, yeah, I'm getting so many notifications from field inspections, okay, that she had to cut it off. She turned off her field inspection. My sister was like, I wouldn't cut mine off. I just told y'all who my family member was. See, I can't hold water. But my sister, she was like, because she joined the session last night. All right, let me say hey to a couple more people. So yes, Crystal, let's do this. Hey, Ingrid, what's up? What's up? Kimberly is in the house. Notary Giant, my pal, what's up in New York? What's up? What's up? Crystal said, I need help. I have my commission. I need help. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Crystal. Let's do this, girl. Hey, Connie, how are you? What's going on? I was thinking about you yesterday. How's it going? Crystal, yes, please help me. Connie, teach us. Yes, this is the most engaged mentorship to be a part of. Connie, I love you saying that. I really appreciate it, for real. Connie's in mentorship, and Lisa's in mentorship. We got quite a few here that are in mentorship, but guys, yes, it will change your life. When you're ready to make the change, we are here for you. And we've been doing our mentorship program now, almost 3 years, almost 3. So you don't have a productive mentorship program like we have, and it's not about nothing. It's not. You can't last that long. So clearly we're doing something right. People are making money. Some people are doing it part-time. Most people are doing it part-time. I'll be fully transparent with you. Most people are doing it part-time. But again, if you can make $600 to $1,000 plus per month extra. Could that pay a car payment? Most of you have one. Let's be honest. Could it pay some bills? Again, in the comments, tell me, what could you do with $600? That's on the low end. Let's say you made $600 extra per month. And the reason the 600 kept coming about is because when I first started my business, I told this story the other day. My brother asked me, he said, hey, what you want to do with your new business you started? How much you want to make? I said, about $600. I said, just $25 a day. That's one little signing, $25 a day. Not knowing anything about the business. Don't forget, I didn't even know anything about notary space, okay? I had been a notary, but I didn't know you could do it for a business and get paid, okay? Let's be clear. So I was a notary off and on for 20 years. I used to work at SunTrust Bank in the South, and I used to work at National Bank of Detroit up north. So I had a strong banking background. So I've been a notary, knew what they did. I thought I did. I had no clue. No clue. So once I did figure it out, I started my channel. I started telling everybody about it. So let's see. So like Connie says, we don't play a mentorship. The people always ask me, why don't you have a signing service? Why don't you have a signing service? I don't have a signing service because I am OCD about documents. I'm OCD about our members' documents, our family. I'm OCD about their documents and my documents. I don't have that kind of energy to make sure every single signing go correct. But I am making sure our mentee signings go correct. And I do appreciate that, Connie. I really do. Cece says, you are preaching to me because my job just eliminated my position and I'm nervous after 22 years. Really, Cece? Wow. And this is why I told the mentees last night, our notary family, we call ourselves notary family. Sometimes you just hear me say mentees. But I told our notary family last night, guess what? My new mission when I go on my lives and stuff is I'm preaching a new thing. And my new thing is own something. Own your business. Own your future. You can make this notary business whatever you want it to be. If you want to do full-time, somebody asked me last night, am I full-time? I am full-time now for 3 years. I've had my business for almost 6. The first part of my business, I worked at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Shout out Showa. I love Showa. Okay. I still do. If I had to go back to work tomorrow, that'd be the first place I go. Okay. They do some amazing things over at Children's Hospital of Atlanta. But all that being said, and I'm not paid spokesperson or nothing, but I do love Showa. But all that being said, when COVID hit, you would think working at the hospital, your job is guaranteed, right, CC? You thinking, oh, like I've been here 22 years, right? I don't have nothing to worry about. Those days are over. No more pension. No more. It's a few jobs, but very few. When my dad was working, my father-in-law was working, pension, baby. Ford Motor, my daddy got up and went to work every single day. Ford Motor took care of my daddy. Ford Motor took care of my mama when I lost my daddy, okay? Ford Motor has been good to my family, all right? Let's just be clear. However, those days are gone. Those days are gone. Gone. Over. They're trying to get rid of anybody that's got a pension. You could be there year number 29, almost about to hit 30, get your pension. You think it's coming, and guess what they do? They did that to Jeffrey. He was at his job 17. At that point, he was there 17 years. He was at his job 22 when he left 3 years ago. Okay, so he would have been hitting 25 this year. But he left at 22. He started business full time with me. He has a notary commission just like I do. He go out and stamp papers just like every one of y'all. So anyway, what was I telling you about that? Oh, anyway, so yeah, at year 17, they took his pension. They sent him a letter. They sent the company-wide. You are fully vested up until this year. I think it was year 15, matter of fact. It was year 15. You fully vested up to this year for your pension, but after that, there is no more pension. We are going to a 401k plan, which they already had that, but the only way they were going to be contributing to your retirement in the future was going to be 401k. And they already know most people are not participating in the 401k. Are you participating in your 401k plan? Are you? This is not that channel. I wish it was, but I talk about everything. So I'm going to try to help you the best I can. Based on what I know. Are you contributing to your 401k plan? That's a yes or a no. If you're not, you need to be at least trying to eventually get up to the max that they offer. So if they offer 3, you put in 3. That means automatic 3% on your money. Okay. Yeah, really motivated me. I got another channel. It's called Business Life with Kimmi. I just changed the name of it to Creators Club with Kimmi because I'm going in a different direction on that channel. I'm going to be teaching people how to make money. That's my new thing. Everybody needs to own something. If it's not the notary space, you have a skill set. You have something that you can talk about that other people ask you about all the time. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do your hair? How do you think all these hair people come about? All these hair products. Somebody's always asking, how do you do this? How do you do that? Okay, so we need to really focus, guys. I'm telling you, other people are making money out here. Kids, 15 years old, 13 years old. Babies got channels now, okay? Babies got YouTube channels. They're making money. But this generation between like that maybe 40s, even late 30s, kind of scary. But that 40 and 50-year-old, I don't know what we're going to do. That's my new mission. Between 40 to 60 plus. Because you still need money. You see people at Walmart, 80 years old. Welcome to Walmart. Some are there because they want to be. Some are there because they have to be. Let me say that again. Let me say that one again. Some are greeters at Walmart because they want to be, and some have to be. It doesn't matter why you're there. It doesn't matter. Because I might decide I get 80. You know what? I'm going to go say hi to people because I just love talking to people. But there's a difference between me going to do it because I got to do it or because I want to do it. There's a big difference. So now is the time. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. So if you're 50 years old, 60 years old, yeah, you can start your notary business. Why could you not? What makes you so where you cannot? We have older people in our class and they're knocking it out the box. I'm like, I feel so proud to be on their journeys with them. I'm telling you, Connie says all is well. Great. Your sister was on the live, my girl. Yeah, Lisa, she was an incognito. That's Karen. She did ask. She gave the you may not have remember who she was, but she gave the point about I forgot. She added a gem last night. I forgot what it was about. Oh, going to the library if your computer wasn't working. That's what it was. Crystal says, I'm ready to join. Please give me info. Thanks. Yeah, check it out. NotaryEducators.com. NotaryEducators.com. Just simple as that. And there are a couple options. Like I said, you can choose the $27 entry point or $47. Take your time and read what's included in the, but again, all your core courses you need are in the $27 price point. You can always upgrade, but you got to wait till the next billing cycle, or you would just be paying for, $27 and $47 1 month. Totally up to you, however you want to do it, okay? Connie says, no gatekeeping. No, we don't. Crystal says, Connie, thank you. I really appreciate that. Connie's telling Crystal it's a worthy investment. Pastor Kimmi. Connie, no, girl, I'm not playing, though, because I'm just watching these news reports, and it's breaking my heart that so many people have their commission and they're not doing anything with it. They're struggling financially, okay? And I know what a difference notary has made in my life, even when I was just doing it part-time. Okay? I wasn't trying to do it as a business. I wasn't even trying to do it as a full-time business. When I started this, my husband was not a notary. And finally, I was like, you know what? You could be a notary too. So don't forget, guys, my niece Alexis, I told her about the business. So she's also a notary. Now she's working her full-time job, her dream job now. Being a notary is not everybody's dream job. It's not. Now for me, it is. I love it. If you couldn't tell. But my niece, she's a trainer here. She has her full-time job. And then she still runs her part-time business. That part-time business help pay for all kind of stuff. It does. That's what I'm saying. Tell me in the chat. Well, I keep saying chat. In the comments, though, what could you do with $600? If you did it on the low end, that's why I'm saying $25 a day. And once you learn how to properly price, when I first started, I did not know how to price. So that's why I told my brother, if I just charge $25, one document per day, $600. That was my goal. Little did I know, if you do $330 a day, that's $10,000 a month. Now, I don't do $10,000 a month because, as I stated in my mentorship last night, I was very transparent. I'm always transparent with you guys. I don't run all over Atlanta doing jobs. I do not. I have like 3 to 4 counties I work in, and because Georgia is so huge, I'm usually busy enough there. Now, if I wanted to go next level, I could be like, yeah, give me that job in Atlanta, give me that job over in Savannah. I mean, because you can do the whole state, right? I get stuff for I think it's called it's not Ballpark, but it's Ball something, Georgia. It's about 2 hours away. I get that call all the time. I don't know what's going on out that way. They must not have any notaries, but I don't travel that far. I have driven as far as 2 hours. I'm not above it. I'll do it. If the price is right, I'll drive anywhere. But, that's another story. CC said, yeah, so check out notaryeducators.com. They are all the way gone. Yeah, pensions are just about over. They are. It's a few people that have it. I'm happy for you. I don't have one. Absolutely, from Connie. That's the department I work in. Oh, no. What, Connie? CC saying, yes, ma'am. Don't leave no money on the table. Connie's right. I'm right with you, Kimmi. I know Connie. Connie been with us for a minute, too. Before mentorship, Connie's did one-on-one. So Connie's been in our space for a long time. So it is what you make of it. And everybody know that. And if you got a full-time job, we're not hating on that, okay? I want to be very clear because sometimes people are trying to make you feel bad that, you working full-time or, you working for the man. I don't do that. I believe all honest money is good money, okay? I do. But only thing I'm in addition to that now, adding to this, not taking away, is that you got to own something, guys. I'm tired of people. We rent our watches. We rent our cars. We have to rent our homes, right? We're renting everything. Everything you could put a payment plan on. And even for my business, people said, well, Kimmi, when I was selling the courses, can I break it up in payments? Can I do like Afterpay, the Klarna, and all this kind of stuff? I never offered that. As a business person, was that a poor decision? Perhaps. But I always work from an ethical standpoint where I can get myself in the bed at night and go to sleep. Always. I'm like, I wouldn't want no split pay for the next 10 years of my life on a course. No, I'm not going to offer that. I'm sorry. I don't. Never have. I won't say I never will, because sometimes the market will tell you what you have to do. But I have never offered any kind of split pay. I always try to keep everything affordable so you can own it. You own it. It's yours, okay? If you buy a course. Not that you got to take 10 years for the rest of your life trying to pay me back for something. No. And it's so funny because I am a Dave Ramsey person. And I remember one time I was going to buy his thing. This is years and years and years and years and years ago. And I was going to buy a book or something. I was going to put on my credit card. And he was like, it made a little joke or something, I think, when I went to try to pay for it. He said, did you really think we were going to let you pay with your credit card? And we teach no credit? No credit cards, so it was kind of like, I guess that would have been an oxymoron, right? But I was thinking he'd do anything to get the money. Nope. Nope. And no. And that's how I run my business. I don't do anything for money. I don't just roll out any product, anything I put my name on. I got a couple things right now just sitting on the back burner because I don't know if it's going to yield the results for you that I want it to yield or even for myself. So when I roll it out, that $27 membership, I was like, can I really get the people what they need? And I thought about it. I said, you know what? Why not they come to the live sessions too? Everybody come to the live session. Because at first it was just going to be you could watch the courses, right? But I realized without that real live interacting piece of it, no, you got to have that live piece. You got to have somebody invested in there with you. So let's go to our next thing. Facebook, number 3. And I'm going to come back to comments again, okay? Number 3 is risk unauthorized practice of law. Many Facebook users give legal interpretations about document-specific instructions that notaries are not legally even allowed to do. So learning from that can get you in trouble. So if you don't know what UPL is, you probably need to be in mentorship. I'm going to tell you what it is right now, though, because that's how I roll. Unauthorized practice of law, which I just said, okay? You should not be out there practicing law. And a lot of times, like I mentioned it now, you could be in Facebook asking for help, and people are telling you, well, do this, do that, do this, tell your client to do this, tell your client to do that. We don't tell people to do anything. We are not attorneys, okay? We don't tell people to do anything. We can talk about stuff. We can maybe, it's all in how you word it. It's a difference between Mr. Smith, you must do such and such. Mr. Smith, I have been able to have, I have clients who have bought a will on Google, or what is it? Office Depot, or a power of attorney from Office Depot. You can tell them something like that, but I'm not telling them what they got to go do, because they're going to come back and say, Kim told me, Mrs. Nunnally told me, Kimberly told me. So Crystal is saying most have to be, and they told me they treat them so bad. Yep. I don't remember what we were talking about again. Connie said, what's the name of the channel again? Oh, what channel was I just saying, Connie? Please tell me. What was I talking about? Because sometimes the comments are so far back, and I'm just not. Tell me what that is, okay? CC says, do you ever do in-person classes? We used to do in-person classes. Via Zoom. And we had one in-person session. No, so the answer to your question is no. I don't do in-person classes. I do not. No. If you need an in-person, I got somebody I might refer you to. But I like group sessions. I love the vibe of everybody's commenting and participating. I'm not a one-on-one person. Never really liked it from day one. I've done a few one-on-one sessions. I can count them. I prefer a classroom size of at least like 10 to 15 when we were doing the live sessions. And now with mentorship, I give you everything you need in the self-paced courses. Literally. That's why I said the courses aren't watered down. They're my real courses that people have paid $500 for. They're my real courses that people pay the most for, okay? The information is not changed. It's still worth $500. But we're just dispensing it a different way. So to answer your question, no, I don't. No. But again, if you really want a one-on-one, I got somebody I can refer you to. But I really think the mentorship program is definitely the way economically to go. And I know for sure being with the other members, that's what's going to help you to really go next level, is being with other people. The results last night, I'm telling you, I even got an inspection company from somebody. I wrote it down somewhere because I'm going to actually apply with them myself. But we're dropping gems in the live sessions all day, the live sessions. So you can participate in the chat at the $27 level. And like we had on here Monday night, everybody was like, the chat alone is worth the $47 per month just to be in the chat. I mean, the chat is just dropping gems all day. We have a live chat that runs 7 days a week. And if you need help with your assignment while you're out there or while you're building your business. And we went in a slightly different direction with the chat effective about a month ago, I guess, because I'm the main one that answers the chat. And we have, of course, the community does too. But I tend to answer, especially if you have an assignment. I want to make sure your assignment is right. And our team is, I say team, our family members, they are doing amazing with helping people too. So they know their stuff, okay? Because they learned. They've taken time, they've invested, and they let me, help coach them, and they've done the work. Okay, so it's a team, it's a true team effort. But you can't get that with the NNA 7 days a week. They're open Monday through Friday, I think. So if you have a job on Saturday or Sunday, we got you. So with that chat runs 9 in the morning until 11 at night. And the only reason I let it run so long, because some people I'm in the bed, they can cut off the notifications. But I have a lot of people on the West Coast, California, Nevada, Mountain Time, all these different states. So we got to be able to assist them too. I can't be like, well, sorry, we closed at 5. I guess I could do that. But again, that's just not how we roll. So anyway, let's get a couple more comments. So we don't speak on pricing. Connie. CC said $600 could pay my bills or invest. Yeah. And like Connie's saying, $600 a month could go towards student loan payment. Okay. Hey, Jasmine, you can start an emergency fund, save for a new car, add to my kids' college fund, pay down credit cards faster, open a Roth IRA. Let's go. Do you see the dreams and I love this. Do you see what you can do with $600 a month? Like for real. If you really took your notary money at $600 a month and you put it to the side, you really didn't use it. Because I'll be honest, when I first started, I was like, oh, this is extra money. I'll just spend it. Because I was working. My husband was working. Okay. So that's what I was telling you too really quick. So when I was at the hospital, I'm going to get the rest of these comments. So when COVID did hit though, I wasn't worried because I had my notary business. So where I told my brother I only want to make $25 a day, I went from $2,500 a day to over $100 a day. And that started because I started taking lower paying jobs. So I wasn't doing, when I first got my commission, I started getting hits all day long for these $30 loan modifications. I was like, I'm not doing that. YouTube told me I should be making $100, $150. I am not doing that. And then one day I started getting all these hits, right? I call them hits, notifications, whatever. And I said, wait a minute, girl. I said, you don't have no experience. You don't have no jobs right now. Take that $30 job. I was knocking it out the box. Do you hear me? Them jobs was hitting. I was like, boom, 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 boom. So I was doing at least 3 to 4 a day. Okay, I was jamming. And again, they were only loan modifications, 2 signatures. So I would try to map it out. We had somebody in class last night. And I just love how Miss Pamela was saying how she maps out her field inspections. Because if it's too far, she's just not going. She got one here, one there, boom. Okay. So I told her when they were asking me last night, how did I run my business, or how do I run it doing it full time? I do the same thing. I'm mapping it out. I'm not taking jobs running all over the place. I'm like, okay, I can go here, then come back here at 1 o'clock, go there at 3 o'clock, come back here at 4. And I'm mapping out my day. You got to be self-disciplined when you have your own business. You have to. So when my job at the hospital did kind of fade away, because a lot of people, nurses was laid off, doctors, everybody, COVID hit everybody. But again, I didn't have that much to worry about because I had my other little, well, see, I'm about to say hustle. It was a hustle at that time because I wasn't put a lot into it, but I had my notary business on the side. And it was just that. It was just something on the side until I really started learning it. And I was like, wait a minute. How much I make over here versus how much I make over there? And I got to do what? So that's kind of how that went. So again, that's what I'm saying for you. Ownership. Own something. You got your commission, make some money with it. All right, here we go. So y'all see all the different things y'all can be doing with $600? Thank you for the comments, everybody. Put let's go if you are ready. Let's go. Check out the mentorship program. Let's go. Cece says, I only got my commission to volunteer for a group I know about, but now I'm thinking about it could be used to help pay these bills. Oh my God, Cece. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people have fallen into their commission. It just fell into their lap and they didn't even know they got it for work. And they became what we call a work notary. So what's a work notary? You just stamp what they put in front of you. You don't know why. And you just stamp. You just stamp. I have people when they take training, they're like, oh, Miss Kimmi, I've not been using a journal. Or, oh, Miss Kimmi, I let my coworker use my stamp. Oh, ooh, I should not have. Oh, I didn't know. Will I get in trouble? Is this bad? They're doing this. The answer to all of it usually be like, yeah, but I always tell people, you didn't know. Like Oprah said, when you know better, you do better, right? You didn't know you're not supposed to let somebody else use your stamp. You didn't know you had to have a journal. Even though your state doesn't require a journal, Notary Educators, that's the number one thing I teach you is you're going to have a journal. You're going to have a journal. Yep, because you're not going to remember everything. You are not going to leave your commission and your stamp with your boss, even though he paid for it. Okay? Your name is on there, not his. Okay? So, yes, you're sitting on a gold mine. Okay? Connie says, my personal rule of thumb is if I can't afford it by 3 times, I can't afford it. Yep. I love it. And you got to have some rules and regulations in your life that you live by, something that you're like, and for some people that might be, if I can't pay for it in 2 months, if I can't pay for it in 3 months. But to take out something where it's going to be the next 10 years, they got car loans now, 72 months, 84 months, that's 6, 7 years, 8 years. And some of that's leasing. If you don't know what a lease is, that means you don't own it. I had a car lease before. Oh, yeah, I was that person, y'all. I was that person. I had a car lease. Anything stupid with money, I did it. Now, I'm not saying you're stupid because you do a lease. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what I did, what happened with me. I thought it was stupid for me and my mind, my body, my me. Why? I rented this car basically for 2 years. 2 years. It was a Ford because I told you we was 4 people. Moved down here, down south, and up north I wasn't driving that much because my job was right up the street. I moved down here. I got to drive everywhere. It was a hot mess. Went over on the mileage. Oh, yeah. Went over on the mileage. So then you got to buy something else so you can hide the mileage that you went over. But we went over on the mileage. And then it was, I don't know, maybe $300-400 a month for 24 months. And at the end of that, I have zero. I don't have no car. I have nothing. Nothing. Okay. Now they're running car leases. I saw one for 5 years. And that's a lease, people. At the end of 5 years, 60 months, you walk away with nothing. Okay. Nothing. So if you are leasing a vehicle, I'm going to highly encourage you to start your notary business, put up $500-600 a month, and then you get ready to get rid of that lease and pay for you a car that you own and nobody can come and take. It don't matter what happened with COVID because that's your car. It doesn't matter what happened if your job lets you go because you guess what? You still got a car. You can get to work. But how about if you lose your job? You don't own your car. You got to get, everything is gone. Everything is gone. You lose the car. Wait, you start over. Let's start over. You lose the job. You've rented your car, so they got to come and get that. Or you got a car payment. They got to come and get that, right? Then you got your rent. Sometimes my car payment's as much as your rent. And where I'm from, back in Detroit, West Side, what you drove was more important than where you lived at. And people laugh when I say that, but if you know, you know. People know up north, they don't play about their cars. What they drive is more important. And I fell into some of that. It's just your habit, a creature of your environment. It's just facts. Notary down south, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you. Love the sunflowers. Thank you. About your creator. Oh, okay. Hey, Kina, how are you? Yes, thank you. I thought I'd be a little bright. I actually had wore this last night to the mentorship program. It was only an hour or so. Well, actually, it was 1:20 last night because, they was dropping gems, honey. Kina, how are you? Welcome. Lisa says, "Ooh, Miss Kimmi, don't forget to add the meetup in the chat." Yes, I will do that today. We are going to have a Georgia meetup. It's for members only. And it's going to be October 4th, I believe is our date. I got to make a few phone calls about that too. Thank you, Lisa. And CC says, let's go. Yes. Lisa says, join the mentorship, guys. You won't be disappointed. Everything I know is because of the mentorship. I appreciate that, Lisa. And Lisa's an ideal student, like for real. I mean, she walked the walk. She everything in order. And that's why I always say I could tell who worked the program. So much so that Lisa spoke last night at the mentorship. She spoke on loan signings yesterday, the profile. So I'm looking forward to more things with her and other members of the group because we got to grow. We got to grow. I'm one person, so I'm nurturing. I'm looking for people to know the business because I don't just work with anybody. I don't even give my jobs to just anybody. So I'm not entrusting my whole class and my students to just anybody. Anybody. Your girl got problems. Your girl got problems. Just says you don't play well in the sandbox. I'm like, that's not true. I just want certain things done correctly, especially if my name is on it, And that's old school. My father used to be like, your name is so important. Your reputation. And y'all know that. It gets there before you do. It does. People like, oh, you ever been somewhere and y'all realize y'all got some of the same friends and you be like, oh, okay, Connie, girl, I'm telling you. Hold on. So, a lot of times you're like, you ever meet somebody, you like, hey, John? And they like, John? Yeah, I know John. You like, oh goodness. And then the flip side of that, hey, Sue? Girl, yeah, Sue is amazing, right? That's how you want people to be when they say your name. I don't want nobody ever saying, oh, Notary Educators over there, right? Now I want you to say, I train with Notary Educators. Oh yeah, Kimberly Nunnally, they are the bomb. Yeah, they will get you where you need to be. Now, is everybody going to feel like that about you or even Notary Educators? No. We got a 1 or 2 off out of almost thousands of people. 20,000 on YouTube channel, 10,000 over here, 5,000 over there, whatever. But we walk the walk and talk the talk. Okay? And that's what I want for you in your business. That's why sometimes some of the questions in the chat that we get, I'm like, we not doing that. We're going to do it the correct way. Do people always like that? Nope. Do they think I'm trying to be funny? Maybe. I might even push back. Hey, what's your thoughts on such and such? And that's because I want you to be a great notary. That's it. But if you can't handle a question back and you get upset, we may not be the mentorship program for you. We may not be. It's not a 24-hour hotline. It's called mentorship. So that means you do something, we do something. You do something, we do something. Right? And if you don't want that kind of mentorship, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm very, very honest. We may not be for you. Now, if you're willing to put in the work and you're looking for somebody to assist you, to help you get to the next level, we are a team together. Let's do it. We got you. But I had a couple people that get kind of upset. Well, why I can't ask no question? I didn't say you couldn't ask the question. I just want to make sure you know what you're talking about. And based on your question, that's letting me know either you just need a little tweaking somewhere, you've not studied the material at all, or I need to train and do something different. And it's so rare that it happens. So I ain't saying it's not me because I learned from my mentees and my notary family all day long. I just told you I got a lead I'm going to try to follow up on from last night. So some of my products are a direct result really quick. And I'm going to get back to the chat. This journal, I don't know if you guys have seen the journals or not, but there are 15 to choose from. This one is paperback, 15. And this one is a hardback. Somebody asked me in mentorship, I just want to show y'all this one. It's my favorite, even though y'all know I'm not a big animal lover, but I just love them. They're so cute. But all the journals is 15 to choose from. They come in paperback or hardback. And one of my notary family members, he was like, hey, can I come in hardback? I said, I don't know. Thought about it for 2 seconds. You better know he had one coming in the mail in a week. So I learned from the group too. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Okay. So, hey, Donna Mac, how are you? And Connie said, oh, the YouTube channel. Yes, girl. So my other channel, it was called Notary. Oh, no, my bad. It was called Business Life with Kimmi. Business Life with Kimmi. All about business. Okay. And that channel, actually, I hadn't touched it in a year. And one day I looked at it. And I said, wait a minute, people watching these videos. So that's got me to thinking. I said, okay, you know what? Everything is digital. Everybody's talking about Chat GPT. Everybody's talking about starting a business. And most people don't know how to start a business. We're not taught that in school unless you went to MIT or or whatever, right? Even business people still don't know how to do business sometimes in the real world. What you learn textbook is going to be different in real world. Let's just keep it real. So my skill set is breaking things down for people. So anyway, I changed the name of the channel. It's called Creators Club with Kimmi. Creators Club with Kimmi. I love it, right? And it's already out there. You can go check it out. It used to be called Business Life with Kimmi. I have a whole new thing I'm getting ready to start over there, hopefully by the end of the year. Because I'm just moving kind of slow with it, because my notary thing right now is my baby. People are like, well, I haven't seen you live. That's because I've been spending a lot of time in my mentorship program. I'm hanging out, of course, over there more. I was doing a few live phone calls over there. So I'm really doing everything over there. It's actually all K's, Connie. Creators Club with Kimmi. So creators is with the K, club is with the K, and then with Kimmi. And it's no E. Yep. And like Connie just said too, it sucks for people that aren't willing to be coached. And everybody's way of coaching and accepting coaching is going to look different. I get that. I do. So even those people are making me become a better coach, right? I'm like, well, did I have to say it that way? I'll ask Jeffrey. I'll say, do you think that was too rough? Or Alexis sometimes. And Jeffrey will always say, well, Kim, if you thought it was too rough, it probably was too rough. And I'm big on put a little sugar on it. All of our team meetings, all of our everything we ever do from day one, going back years, I would always tell the team, hey guys, let's put a little sugar on that. You may feel this way, it may be that way, but we're going to always put a little sugar on it. Okay? We're going to always soften the blow. So for those people who, again, may not like, me questioning them or, my method of teaching, which it works for a lot of people. People are winning. So, but for those that may be, and I hate to say somebody's more sensitive than someone else, because if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I had an incident with somebody one time and they told me that, and I was like, I'm not being sensitive. I couldn't even really express myself the way I wanted to, because I was either going to cry or slap somebody. And that's not nice, right? Like, that's not nice. That's not what we do. But that means they're not validating your feelings, your opinion. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. If that's how I made you feel, tell me. I want to know. I want to grow from that. So I try to even now take a second, think about my answer, because the written form looks different too. The way we write something is different than what we actually meant. Oh, I had two more tips on my sheet here. Yeah, Creators Club with Kimmi, guys. So check it out. It's not, it's like, I don't know, probably 100 videos over there. I'm really not sure. It's a lot of videos, because I was like really nurturing that channel at one time, and then I came back over here. But it is Creators Club with Kimmi, all K's. So the creators with a K, club is with a K, and then with Kimmi, but no E. Okay. And you'll see it. It'll either say that or either Business Life with Kimmi, because they both will still kind of pop up. But it's going in a different direction. So I have to officially announce it to the channel. And what we're going to do over there is, again, we're going to be growing all types of businesses. If you got a lawn care business, hair care business, whatever, I'm going to take you from beginning to end, literally. I'm going to help you get into the digital space, write your ebooks, write your courses. I mean, literally everything you need to walk in this digital world. Because a lot of us are so afraid. Chat GPT, what is it? How to use it? How to use it correctly? I mean, and I know all of this because I've done all of it with my own business, right? And every day I'm learning something. I mean, literally every day. So I want to take that and help the regular person who's not ready for a Cardone and all these people that's way up there with they, $1 million companies trying to tell you about your business. Sorry about that. The camera kind of moved. I hit it with my foot. Trying to help these people who don't have those kind of resources yet. They're trying to get to that point, right? And then even if I never help you to become a millionaire or a billionaire and all that, you will be able to make some money. I will definitely help you to do that, okay? So that's what that whole new channel is going to be about. The new direction, rather, I'm going in, because the channel is already there. It's 340 members, I think, or subscribers. So 2 more points on Facebook, and then we're going to wrap it up. The other 2, why you don't want to learn this business in Facebook is a lack of accountability. Again, unlike professional trainers or programs, people in Facebook groups aren't accountable for what they tell you. If their advice is wrong, it's your problem. It's your problem. And even with us, I will coach you and guide you and mentor you, but I'm always like, what does your handbook say? You know, and we had a little situation the other day. I didn't beat the person up. I didn't even mention it. I don't know if I did or not. I think I did, because I can't just let it go. I'm sorry. I think I did say something. But the question was, can I be a witness or something? And the person's answer was, well, Google says. No, that's not how we make decisions in our business. We actually go to the state handbook. Okay. The first thing I teach you to get. We're not going to do chat and Google for answers that need to come from the state. Okay. We're not going to do that. So, can you imagine some of the answers that you do get in Facebook? And again, they're like, whatever, because they have no responsibility, no liability, no nothing. With Notary Educators, we're going to make sure, hey, if I tell you something, I need to be able to stand on that, right? Because I have a full-blown company. And I'm not just telling you anything willy-nilly. And I don't want you running your business like that either, you know? And like I said last night, when I do well, you do well, you do well, I do well. So it's just one big circle. So I'm not going to just be telling you to do whatever. And that's another reason why sometimes people don't like it. Well, you're supposed to be my mentor. Again, you do something, I do something. Can you imagine the baseball player? He's out there. He got a coach, right? He had a coach. And the baseball player, the hitter, he missed the ball. He going to blame the coach? Maybe, because he didn't teach him something. But you the one, the ball coming to your face. You the one need to be able to hit the ball. You can't blame the coach because you ain't hit the ball. Are you kidding? Same thing with football. Your team member throw you the ball, you miss it, now you're going to go blame the coach. You the one out there running the play. So if you didn't run the play correctly, if it slipped through your fingers or whatever, how you going to blame the coach? Right? Does that make sense? So back to being a mentor and what that means for me, I'm going to help you get to the finish line. I'm going to help you to get where you need to go. But you have to put your work in. You have to do your practice sessions. You have to put something up here. If you ain't put nothing in your brain, I can't just by osmosis say, you pull it out somewhere if you ain't never learned it. And that's another reason why you can't be successful as a notary trying to learn the business in the Facebook group. You cannot. Because half the people in the Facebook group, they also have not taken training. They just kind of winging it, and it went well. I didn't get in trouble. It went, So now I can tell you as they're laughing at you. Last point on Facebook, it says wasted time. You'll spend hours sifting through posts, debates, opinions, trying to piece together useful information. That's why that time spent that you trying to play over there on Facebook, teach me this, teach me that, you can actually be learning and growing your business with Notary Educators in the mentorship program, either $27 or $47 per month. Boom. All right, let's get these last few comments. CC says, I would love that. I have been thinking about how to get my family to do their trust or wills. Yeah. Yes. So I don't teach people on how to prepare it. Well, let me take that back. We don't prepare documents, but by the time I finish teaching you how to execute your part in the will and the trust, that's in the estate course. So there's an estate/trust course also. By the time you finish with that, you will know how to fill out a proper estate and trust. But we just don't advertise that, okay? Unless you have that from your state. Anything last minute, period. Miss Connie, y'all so funny. Anything else? What else are we talking about today? You got 1 minute and 40 seconds. Anything else? Well, this has been very informational. I hope you agree. I know I've enjoyed sharing these things with you. Like a business, I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah. And it takes time. And that's one of the first things I'll tell people too is, what do you want to do with the business? What's your ultimate goal with the business? Do you want to do loan signings? Do you want to do inspections? Do you want to do general notary work? Focus only on apostilles? Whatever you want to do though, whatever you want to do, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. It starts with being a great notary. You got to notarize like a pro. Notarize like a pro. Notarize like a pro. Jasmine said loan signing service. That's my buddy. What's up, Jasmine? Jasmine's doing well too. So yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I will see some of you over in mentorship. Hopefully more of you. I'll see you over there in mentorship. We meet every week. The schedule is on the main notaryeducators.com. Shout out to Jasmine again, because I made some changes. Jasmine got on me a few weeks ago. We were talking about, and that's why I said I listen to you guys too. I really do. Each one teach one. We were talking about my email address, that it was at Gmail, and now it's actually info@notaryeducators.com. CC says notarize like a pro. What? Yes, that's what we're doing. So anyway, I changed my email address, and I also changed my domain, which I already had notaryeducators.com, but due to a little fluke in the system, I had to go to notaryeducatorsllc.com. So now everything is just straight up info@notaryeducators.com or notaryeducators.com. Boom. Thank you, Jasmine, again for that. All right, guys. Well, until next time, I am Kimmi on behalf of Notary Educators. Keep notarizing like a pro. Let's be profitable, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.